Hi Taurus, Sun, Moon, Ascendant, or Venus. This is Dane, and I'm going to be doing your angel and spirit guide message reading for you for calling love and passion into your life. Now, if this reading resonates with you, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and also to subscribe to my channel. So let's dive into this reading. I'm going to be starting with your spirit guide animal cards. These are also your totem animals for this time. If you see these animals in the wild or you see an image of these animals, this is your angels and your spirit guides sending you a message saying, remember this message. So angel and spirit guide message for Taurus, calling love and passion into your life. Angel and spirit guide message for Taurus, calling love and passion into your life. Angel and spirit guide message for Taurus, calling love and passion into your life. Show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly. So we have the seahorse spirit, watch and wait, and we have the giraffe spirit, see the big picture. So there's something more to the story here than is at the surface. So kind of watching and waiting is going to be very important, but also taking in the big picture of what's really going on, because there's a piece of something that you're missing. All right, then we have your chakra cards. Angel and spirit guide message for Taurus, calling love and passion into your life. Angel and spirit guide message for Taurus, calling love and passion into your life. Angel and spirit guide message for Taurus, calling love and passion into your life. Show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly. So we have the I am presence, and we have determination. So you have the crown chakra and the solar plexus chakra coming forward. And let's see what the tarot has to say. Angel and spirit guide message for Taurus, calling love and passion into your life. Angel and spirit guide message for Taurus, calling love and passion into your life. Angel and spirit guide message for Taurus, calling love and passion into your life. Show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly. At the center of everything, we have the Nine of Wands, crowned by the Eight of Cups. Then we have the Knight of Wands, fire sign energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. We have the Three of Swords, which makes perfect sense with everything that I'm seeing here. We have Temperance, which is a Sagittarian energy. You have a strong Sagittarian presence here. This is a time frame of November 22nd to December 21st. Then you have the King of Cups, water sign energy, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. And you have the Page of Pentacles, which is you. You are a student of your prosperity. You have the Page of Cups, again, water sign energy. The Queen of Pentacles, which is you, going from being a page to a queen, so that's really great. And then we have the High Priestess. So this is intense, I won't lie, at all. There is a sense here of there's a lot more underneath everything than maybe even you feel comfortable with at times, where there's a lot of deep-seated things being brought to the table here. So that's important to know. All right, you might be having a bit of a trouble with a water sign energy, a Pisces, a Scorpio, a Cancer, or with a fire sign energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. But it can also be with moving forward in love the way that you want to. You've been hurt, burnt in the past. There's a sense of a protection around you that has kept you safe, yes, but there's also a sense of wanting to move forward from it. All right, so the watch and the wait. Watching and waiting has been the approach. Like, watch and wait to see how this person reacts. Watch and wait to see how things evolve and move forward and revolve around you. But there's also a sense of really gathering in deep information. So when people think that you aren't participating, you are really honed in on things. And people are going to be surprised, or may very well be very surprised, at how intense you pick up on things and how quickly you pick up on things. Also, just be mindful, because you are watching and you're waiting, and there is heartbreak. I mean, you have the Three of Swords right here. That's heartbreak, that's pain, that's disappointment, that is like, and it's kind of like the shattering of almost childhood ideals, which I know isn't what anybody wants to hear, but isn't so much about, and I laugh because isn't so much about growing up and, being an adult, is looking at the way that we saw things when we were younger and saying, wow, that was wrong, or I didn't understand that at all, or that's what they meant by this. And so here, it can very well be that. And there's been this fight ever since, like this feeling caged and overwhelmed and as if life can't be as lovely as you want it to be. And there's a sense here of seeing things so much greater and so much more truthfully than ever before. And so you start again. You start again. It's kind of like watching Wait. You will see the world revolves again. It moves forward again. And yes, we have quarantining going on and, things are scary. So, getting close to people is not advised, right? But there is this sense here of changing a whole perception. And that's why it's seeing the greater picture with the giraffe spirit. Watch and wait and see the greater picture of what you want, of what you desire, of the way that you want to move forward. And what is your I am presence? When it comes to relationship, when it comes to life, when it comes to love, what is your I am presence? I'm love, I'm beauty, I'm prosperity, I'm bounty, or I'm hated, I'm reviled, I'm not good enough, I'm stupid, I'm clumsy, I'm fat, I'm skinny, I'm not strong enough, I'm weak. What is it that goes through your head? Because when it comes to love, we put ourselves at our most vulnerable. And sometimes what we get back isn't what we want at all. But it stays and it stings and it scars. Because when we love, we let a person in like no other. And so here with the I am presence, it's looking at that narrative. For a lot of Utaurians, it's saying, I'm way better than what somebody else has defined me as. For others, it's keeping your positive outlook, moving you forward, and saying, this is who I am, but this is who I want to be, and I'm not going to change it for anybody else. Even if somebody wants you to, or even if you feel like you should because you're not getting the results that you want. And so as you have the crown chakra coming in and you're looking at your I am presence, especially when you are alone, when you are quiet, what are the words that tumble through your head? How is it that you talk to yourself? What is it that you say? When it comes to love, when it comes to passion, when it comes to, being with another person, what do you think? What do you want? Determination. Uphill battle. Salmon swimming upstream. Love may always be an uphill battle. And I don't mean this in a fatalistic, way. I mean that it's two people coming together if you're in a monogamous relationship, and more if you're not. And getting along and in harmony, and you're fighting the current of emotions always. So it's like, where do I stand? What do I stand for? What do I want? And so here, with the determination coming forward, it's knowing that, love is hard, but it's beautiful. Passion can feel like it dwindles because it does. It's not always that starry first romance stage, but it's worth fighting for. And then what we have at your heart is the 9, is the 9 of Wands and you. So there's something here that is making you feel caged, overwhelmed, that's having you take in everybody else's point of view on love and on life and of everything, of what you should be doing, and not taking in your own. And this is so contrasting that you might very well feel that there's two ways of being inside of you. There's two beings inside of you fighting for control. One's a queen. One has this all under control, knows it, is embracing their power and their beauty. The other feels caged, overwhelmed, trapped, scared. It can be love has been hard before. It can be you watch your parents have a terrible relationship, and you're looking for, how do I move forward in love and in beauty? I know what I don't want, but how doesn't that cage me from being afraid to get what I do want? And so this is where I really say, journal with your angels. I know that can sound ridiculous, or talk to somebody. If you do better talking out loud, you can talk to a professional, you can talk with your angels, you can, sit there and say, what is it that I want? But what is it that I feel like I'm not entitled to? And so here, as much as, these aren't the typical love readings. These aren't the typical passion readings. These are, this isn't you'll meet this person at this time and this will happen. This is, what do I need to do to have that love stay in my life? to live in that place of love, because calling love and passion into your life isn't just sexual love, isn't just romantic love. It is, and romantic and sexual passion. It is love for your life. It is passion for your life. It is moving you forward in that power and in that purpose. And so here, with the Queen of Pentacles, there is something, and it's from the narrative of somebody else that has been thrust upon you, that is holding you back, and you're fighting it. So the Nine of Wands is saying, use these wands not as a cage, but plant them as trees, to be your filter from the outside world, to call forward what you want. It might not be the way other people envision love, or the way other people envision their lives. That's fine. It's your life. It's not theirs. They have theirs. They can live it. Have you ever noticed the people who give the most advice, the people who are always in everybody else's business, they have really sad lives, right? The people who feel like they have to tell you what you're doing wrong. It's like, my goodness, just do you. Let everybody else do them. There's a walking away. I would say for some of you, you've been divorced, or you've been through a relationship that put you through the ringer, and it was like, my goodness. For others, you could have watched the relationship, your parents' relationship, be bad, or the relationship could have been so good, you think, my goodness, how can I ever live up to that expectation? Whatever it is, there is something here that you're walking away from with the Eight of Cups. It's like, I know it's on an altar. I know I should want this because I wanted it before, or because it was a part of me before. But my gosh, I'm done. I'm done. And it leads you to the Page of Cups. It leads you to being a student of what you love in life. And the Page of Cups also to me looks rather gluttonous, And it can be that you overindulge. Like you walk away from something and you're like, never again. And so you let your hair down, and you just have fun. And there's a sense of just wanting to have fun, but also wanting something more serious from it. So with you, Taurus, you're a laid back person, yes, most definitely, but you're also a very intense person. You're a very driven person. And so with indulging, you love the sensual, you love goodness, you love quality, right? And so just be mindful of thinking, oh, it doesn't matter, because it does matter to you. It does matter, the quality of your life, the quality of your existence, the quality of yourself, the quality of the people around you. And you're being a student of your heart and of your passion as you walk away, as you leave something behind. And as you do so, you're finding balance. This is a Sagittarius energy, a time frame of November 22nd to December 21st. As things come into balance, as you call upon this balance, you're seeing it, you're understanding it, you're looking at things differently. There's also a huge sense of communication being key and paramount. You need to talk. You need to have somebody who listens, but you also need to talk and be open and be honest, right? Because with relationships, just in general, you bring your baggage, they bring their baggage, and it's kind of like, let's see if these two broken pieces can fit together, like a puzzle. And so here, it's looking at your heart, and it's balancing your heart. It's balancing the hurts and the pains that you've been through. The fact that at times you doubt that you can be that king, that confident, competent self that moves forward and says, yes, I'm worthy of this. Because the I Am Presence, the crown chakra, is saying, but wait, at my heart, I feel like I'm trapped and I'm overwhelmed and I don't know how to move forward. And it's time to break that story. It's time to say, you know what, that chapter of my life is done. I've watched and I've waited. I've grown and I've evolved. I see the bigger picture now. And the bigger picture is, I want love in my life. I want beauty, I want joy, I want understanding. And that's why balance leads you to the High Priestess. It's like, okay, I'm balancing what is important to me. I'm balancing what is healing me. I'm balancing the messages that are moving me forward. And that brings me to a new me, knowing sacred secrets, knowing what I desire. This is the veil being lifted from my eyes. You might find that you're not as naive as you were before. You might find that you really seek a truth, a spiritual partner first, and then a emotional and physical partner later. There's a myriad of things here with the High Priestess, but you're not being fooled. There's a power to you, and it's what balances you. Now, this is your gut, your intuition. This is your sacredness coming out. And the High Priestess is my favorite card. The High Priestess and the Empress. I mean, I love those two. And so here, you have the High Priestess coming. And you have yourself being both the sacred teacher and the child. And so this is going to be a constant learning experience. You don't just wake up one day and be like, okay, I'm ready to find the love of my life, and they're going to be perfect, and it's just going to be like, what is it? A Samantha Young book. Everything's just going to fall into place. It's going to have its ups and its downs. It's going to have its lefts and rights. And you're okay with that. And you're learning and you're studying and you're seeing a person. And that's why you watch and you wait. You're like, I want to watch how you handle your highs, but also how you handle your lows. And people are going to find that intense, Taurus, because it is intense, first of all. And secondly, because, a lot of people like to hide behind certain masks, certain personas. And you're not going to be fooled. You're not going to be fooled at all. Now, as you're moving forward, you have the King of Cups to you. Why? Your sensuality is shining through. Your sensuality usually shines through, even though you're going to sit there and laugh and say, no, it doesn't. Yeah, you're a real earthy, down to earth, passionate, prosperous person. It shines through in everything that you do. Whether it be you just living your life, whether it be you falling in love, whether it be you being a friend. You have this way of connecting with people that's gorgeous. And this is heart to heart right here. You're the King of Cups. And what happens is that as you're shining forward, right, as you're embracing this prosperity, you're linked to the water, you're linked to your emotions. But there's this heartbreak, there's pain, this disappointment that says, don't forget. Because you're not the type of person who likes to learn lessons more than once, especially heartbreak lessons. It's don't forget. You can have your heart broken. Don't forget they can seem perfect and then be not. Don't forget that, that you can be betrayed. Don't forget people can leave you. And carry that along. It's a lot. Even if the person leaving you is a person who has passed away in your past, and you're sitting there and you're looking at it, and that's made you paralyzed to love. Because what if you lose them? What if they become your everything and they're gone? Because of time and nothing else. The Three of Swords is heartbreak. It's sometimes heartbreak that we are well aware of. And sometimes it's heartbreak that we're not. As the King of Cups, you have the bravery in you to love, to move forward, to embrace. You have the power to be who you want to be. You have this hurdle, and it might seem like the Grand Canyon. It's not a hurdle, it's a canyon. It's just unbelievably unpassable in your mind. And this is where connecting. Your I am presence. Your determination to move forward in love. It moves you forward. It does. It moves you to what you want. This has to be addressed, or else you will stay stunted. You will not move to be the king that you want to be. You will have that power to you. People will see it in you, and you'll never let it shine. The Three of Swords has to be addressed. And when you do, when you address this, not only are you the King of Love, you're the Queen of Prosperity and the High Priestess of Mysteries. You have it all. Because your love, your passion, your prosperity, you're that soul's connection, you're the heart. And then your prosperity, wealth, abundance, okay? Your wealth and what you value as much as money. And what is love? But then something more precious than gold. And it leads you to seeing clearly, to knowing what it is that you want, to looking at the truth of the matters, and to saying, I'm not living in the past anymore. I'm not living in fear. I'm moving forward in prosperity, success, bounty, beauty. I'm a student of my prosperity. And it might be every single day of the rest of your life you learn. But isn't that what life is? Now, you can say if it doesn't teach you, it's not worth living. It's not worth letting into your life. And that's it. You are embracing this teaching, this developing, this understanding, this more. And as you embrace it, you study it. And it studies you. and it molds to the wealth that you want within your life. You have the innocence of the child, okay, and the wisdom of maturity coming in, and that's what I'm seeing here. It's like, and you're learning how to balance that of what you want. And is this a scent hound? Right here, yeah, it's a hound. So you're on the scent of something greater. You are. You're very practical about this, okay? And it's actually really sweet. It's really sweet to see that, like, okay, you're being a student of your prosperity, of what you want, and then the night of passion and determination, and it's like, I know this, and so I ride forward. Spirit guides you. Spirit sees more clearly than you do. Be mindful of this as you move forward. Be mindful of the way you are collaborating love. Also be mindful of whom you're falling in love with, because we have wound partners. I heard this and it just kind of took my breath away. Wound partners. Partners who perpetuate the wounds that we have. Partners who keep us in those same patterns. And you're breaking those patterns. You're moving forward in love. So just be mindful that you may meet somebody and the chemistry might be off the chart. Okay? You might think, holy cow, this is awesome. But you don't feel as revitalized, as joyous, as prosperous as you want to feel. So just be mindful of that. Okay? Somebody who's going to play off of and manipulate these doubts and these fears and these disappointments. Okay? Because that's at the core here, and that's what you're walking away from, and that's what you're finding balance within. And as you move forward, you drink of your cup, even if others want it, even if others are looking at it, Taurus, and saying, but I want this prosperity, this lust, this. It's not lust. I mean, be very mindful of lust. Lust is great. I mean, lust is fun, but it also clouds the judgment and moves us from where we want to be. So be mindful of a person who fills you with lust, but not with love. Because those emotions can be hard to understand at first. And that's why you watch and wait. That's why you're looking at the bigger picture. Because you don't want to be swept up in the page, in the childish, sense of, oh, this will be forever. And yet you don't know it. Okay, so that's going to be something you're very mindful of. It's going to be something that's very intense for you. But no, also, this is going to be something that's very intense for the person that you're supposed to meet. Okay? And this is also going to be intense for your life. You have the sense of always learning, always, evolving. But you need to know when the learning is enough. When you have kind of met the requirements and move forward in the prosperity and have that faith and that confidence within yourself. Your subconscious message is judgment. Okay? You have yourself rising up, being pulled from the person who doubts to the person that embraces and is. You have your angels guiding you. You have passion becoming a part of you. You are evolving. And you are evolving with your angels right there with you. Spiritually, emotionally, personally. You feel it. Subconsciously, you're being called towards it, pulled towards it. This leads you to the subconscious chakra message of flexibility. Now, this is also the sacral chakra. Well, this is the sacral chakra right here. And the sacral chakra is important because in the sacral chakra and in the root chakra, but mainly in the sacral chakra, we hold a lot of negativity from this life and from past lives. The sacral chakra also holds, and so is the root chakra, wounds around a sexual nature. Right? So when we are embracing flexibility, it's flexibility for relationships. It's flexibility for our personal self. It's flexibility for the passion that you want within your life, within your soul. And as you embrace that flexibility, as you move forward in that passionate power, okay, you have this fire around you that I keep on seeing. It's like this flame, this fire, this beauty that forges and transcends and, and makes. It leads you to your subconscious spirit animal message, which is the Nightingale Spirit. Love is all around. Love is all around you. And it's falling in love with your life. It's falling in love with your world first. Embracing that sexiness, that confidence, that serenity that so many people don't have. And then letting that song sing forward. Letting that beauty become a part of your life. All right, Taurus. I hope this reading has resonated with you. I wish you nothing but light, love, peace, and happiness. May harmony always be with you. I am sending loving, healing energy to each and every one of you. I love you all, and stay safe. Bye.